you can't ignore that live threat. Letsile Tebogo, especially when he looked the way he looked in the last 50. Even if you take away times, let's just minus times and pretend the time was maybe 19.7. Just how close he was to Noah tells me that he has a strong shot, of challenging Noah over that final 50 in that race come the World Championship. Hey trackies, welcome back to another video here on TXT Track Time. Trackies, please remember to like the video. Yes, please like the video and also subscribe to the channel. Now with that said, trackies, Letsile Tebogo drops a massive 19.50 seconds and literally flips the world on its head moments before Budapest in August. Trackies, that 200 meters on the men's side has now been shaken up completely. And what we were thinking before, just dash it way, because now Letsile has, entered the frame and he is a definite serious contender, not only for, a quote unquote medal, but to possibly win. No, Trackies, as I said, he dropped 19.50 seconds. He placed second in this race. That was a personal best. Winning, of course, was Noah Lyles in 19.47 seconds for a meeting record and, of course, a world lead this season. But Trackies, what surprised me was that it was a barely win, just a tops. He literally had to dip. When was the last time we've seen Noah Lyles literally have to dip, to win, over the field, considering, that he's always been so way ahead of the field. I've been saying this all season that, he's the clear favorite and there's no one, in my opinion, that could possibly challenge him. But here enters the fray. Now, Letsile Tebogo. Now, why do I think he is a definite challenger, not only for, a medal, but the gold medal was his last 50 trackies. That to me was very, very impressive. Now let's take things back a bit. Yes, this is what I always do. I take things back. Now, in his season so far, as it relates to his competitions, he hasn't raced that much this season, admittedly. However, he's been in and around that 9.9 low to 10-second range as it relates to the 100 meters. And of course, for the 200 meters, he's run 19.87 so far. However, at that point, it did not, stick out to me to say, hey, I'm coming to challenge for a medal. Even over the 100 and the two, it would still be very, very tough because especially with the 100, when it comes to the rest of the field, everybody's in and around the same place, literally. So it's going to be a dogfight for that 100. As it relates to the 200, I wasn't really considering him at all. However, what made me really perk my eyes up for Letsile was when he dropped that 44.75 over the 400 meters. Now, at that moment, I said to myself, hold up, what's going on here? Let's see, it just comes out of nowhere and pops, a 44.75. That was absolutely ridiculous. Now, at the time, I was thinking about the 4x4, and I was like, okay, this, puts Botswana in the conversation when it comes to the 4x4. He's a solid man to throw on one of the legs and, bring that baton around. So I was like, okay, Jamaica has to watch out for Botswana. Jamaica, look out, right? Later did I know that Letsile was around there training, strengthening himself. And I should have thought about it a bit deeper because it's the same thing, we see Sherika do, But anyway, I didn't think about it that deeply. Later did I know that Letsile was using this 400-meter run as a catapult, to do even more great things in the 200 meters. And on the back of that 44, 0.75, he comes and he literally drops a 19.50 seconds. Track is 19.50 seconds. Again, what impresses me is his last 50. His strength, endurance in the last part of the race. Track is means he's not going to be dying as fast as other athletes towards the end. It's going to take a monumental, I believe, effort from all of the athletes that are contending to, prevent him from quote unquote medaling and possibly winning. So when we go back to, 2022, I'm laughing because of something I'm about to say, America swept. And it hasn't been looking the same for their team, but there is still a possibility of sweeping because again, Arian Knighton in the team, Noah Lyles, and of course, Benerick in the team. Those are solid contenders to, hopefully go for, that 1, 2, 3 sweep again. Now, as you know, Jamaica's 1, 2, 3 sweep has been out the door since, one of our best Elaine Thompson heroes out of it, right, this season. So, with America here and seeing this, Botswana athlete pop up, I'm like, No sweep is on the cards. Listen, if Jamaica can't get no sweep, one can't get no sweep either. Yes, yes, yes. Call me hater if you want. But still, no, he has a very valid shot at it. And of course, when I look at the rest of the field, of course, I've talked about, Aaron Knighton. He's faster than Aaron Knighton so far this season. And Aaron hasn't been looking, I won't lie, that impressive this season as well. We still have Zarnell Hughes that has run, a massive personal best, also in that race and also a national record, 19.73. He enters the conversation as well. And as I said, we have Kenny Benerick also in the race. For me, these are, the top contenders. I'm not gonna, leave out Ududi from Nigeria as well. Definitely as a contender when it comes to the 200 meters and James Dazi from Ghana. So those are my top picks as it relates to the athletes that will be, contending for a medal at the World Championships. And there's one more athlete that has been coming along that I've really liked what they've been doing so far this season. It has been slow and they have been building. It's Christian Coleman. He has been looking really, really good this season. So, in my opinion, he also stands a very, solid shot, of possibly, making it to the finals and challenging, for a medal. But still, Letsile Tebogo track is 19.50 seconds. If Noah Lyles doesn't watch it, based on what I saw in that final, 50, considering that he hasn't raced that much, this season, track is, do you think he has a possibility of dethroning Noah Lyles at the World Championships? As you know, Noah Lyles talks a big talk. Literally, this is his race, and I believe it is his race to lose, absolutely 100%. But you can't ignore that live threat. Let's see Little Boga, especially when he looked the way he looked in the last 50. Even if you take away times, let's just minus times and pretend the time was maybe 19.7. Just how close he was to Noah tells me that he has a strong shot, of challenging Noah over that final 50 in that race come the World Championships. And again, if you're going off the back of his 400-meter performance, you for sure know that he's coming with something good. So, Chuckies, it's your turn now. I've thrown it all out there. And I know a lot of you are going to say, yes, T, you're hating on America because you don't want America to have one, two, three. In this case, maybe I will agree with you. Maybe I can slightly agree with you in this case. But still, sound off in the comment section. What do you think of Let's See Tobago medaling at the World Championships? Is a possibility, and I'm talking about the 200 meters. And also, what is his chances of possibly dethroning, Noah Lyles? As usual, like the video and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.